Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first Blade Lore Q&A. I had several posts and shorts where you could leave your questions for about 2 weeks. And we got a good few questions. We needed 5 minimum for this to happen, and we definitely got more than 5. It's not 100 or something crazy like that, but who knows, maybe next Q&A, if there is one, there might be 100 questions. But we're gonna start right away. I just gotta look at the first one real quick, and then yeah, we'll start with that. All right, these first 2 questions are from Greg's Blade and Collectibles. He's a really awesome YouTuber, check him out. He's one of my inspirations for this channel. And the first question he asks is, what was my biggest motivation or inspiration to get into knives? So, like most people, it was the first Rambo movie. Now, I had always had a kind of an appreciation for knives. I didn't really care about them beforehand. Like when I was younger, around 12 years old, the only knife I really wanted was a Bowie knife because I was obsessed with the Alamo. I was a history nerd. But I never really got into them until I watched that first Rambo movie. And as soon as I saw the knife in that, it blew my mind. I wanted a knife like that. And, well, now I kind of have one like that. It's not official, but it's a little passion project of mine, and it's held up to some abuse, and one day I hope to get a real licensed Rambo knife. So, yeah, my biggest motivation or inspiration to get into knives started with the first Rambo movie. Then it was just kind of slowly picking up knives here and there, and then eventually, yeah, I have this pretty decently sized collection. Anyways, so the next question he asks is, do I want to join his little Baker team group? I was thinking about that for a long time. I was thinking like, like I was invited to a couple groups and all that. So in short, yes, I would love to join Baker team. That was kind of a dream of mine ever since I saw you and Donovan like commenting like part of the Baker team group. I always thought it would be cool to join that group. So thank you, Greg, so much. I would be honored to join your Baker team group. So that was his questions. We're going to move on to the next couple of questions. All right, these next couple of questions are from a very close friend of mine I know personally. Not going to say the name of the channel or account because they don't post anything, but the first question is, which knife is the crunchiest? This is an inside joke. Basically, for some reason, my friend thought all my knives looked tasty for some reason. She's kind of weird, but I love her. So I don't know. We can go with the First Blood knife, I guess. It's got a nice finish. On a more somewhat serious, she asks, how did I make this paracord cross? I had this on my kit for a while. I took it off. I might add it on like my bag, but I don't really know. I saw a YouTube tutorial and then I just kind of did it my way. You can tell. I was inspired by this from a personal prayer bead. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I'm just walking back. What inspired me to make it was this little Anglican prayer bead guy I walked on a pilgrimage with. I use this as an Orthodox prayer rope. But yeah, that's what inspired me to make this little paracord cross. The next question she asks is, what is my opinion on Arthur Morgan's knife? I'm gonna go Google that real quick because I haven't played Red Dead. But all right, so looking at some photos, it's a nice looking Bowie knife. I like the sheath. It looks like it's full tang, so I like it. It's just a classic Western Bowie. She has a lot of questions. We're going to be here for a while. So she asks, what is my opinion on Cat's natural built-in knives, aka claws? My friend's kind of a cat-obsessed person, but I think claws are pretty sharp. They hurt. Okay, she's kind of like, okay, we're getting somewhat serious. Which knife is my favorite? That's hard. Again, I think it's this First Blood knife. This is what kind of got my channel popular. It's a passion project of mine, and I've used it in a lot of cool hangouts. It's either that or my hollow handle custom. Both of these are really personal knives, and I love them, but it's got to be my First Blood knife. And then finally, she asked a few like other questions, but like here's the last serious one. When is the next Dutch minivan and Arthur Morning episode? For those of you new to this channel, I used to do like a Red Dead kind of dubbing thing where I would like do voiceovers and just make stupid videos. It was somewhat popular. I might bring it back if y'all want. Right now I'm just doing a lot of knife content. But frankly, I don't know. I kind of ran out of ideas. I had like a plot going sort of, but yeah. So I don't know. Whenever I feel like it. So that's all of my friends' questions. We're gonna move on. Most of these are serious, but some of them are goofy. So my friend's goofy. So we're gonna move on to the next question. All right, this next question is from another. We don't know each other personally, but I'd like to call him a good friend. He supports my channel a lot. Donovan too. So he asked, "What is my hands down greatest Grail knife?" So, in terms of a knife I've always wanted, it would have to be the First Blood knife. In terms of one I own, it would probably be this handmade hunting knife. Like, this is one of a kind. A guy made this. So this is my Grail that I own. The Grail that I want is specifically a Greg Wall First Blood knife. I mean, that knife looks like it can take abuse. It looks pretty movie accurate. So that's my Grail knife that I'm hoping to get one day. It's either that or a Top Steel Eagle. I love the Top Steel Eagle. It looks so cool. But yeah, I think that's all of Donovan's questions, so we're just gonna move on. Thank you, Donovan, for the question. All right, this last question is from JLo LM, I think. I don't know. I messed up the name probably. But he asks, how many knives do I own? So let's find that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. All right, so in total, I have 34 knives. I had a lot more, but as documented some of them have broken, so I had to strip another knife for parts to restore this knife. And I've given some away to friends, and just some of them have been lost. That's the thing about knife collecting. You're never going to have your whole collection at once. There's always going to be either trades, giving away, or just selling. I haven't sold a knife yet. There's none in my collection that I really want to sell. Probably later down I might sell a few, but for the most part I'm happy with my collection. I'm keeping it, and I plan on collecting more. It's a very expensive hobby. I'd be a lot richer if I didn't do this, but I'd also be bored out of my mind. So yeah, I used to have like 37, now it's 34, which is fine. It's a decent collection. You know, it's not as big as some other guys, but I'm proud of it. This was only a year of collecting, not even 2 years, like a year and a half of collecting. So I'm proud it has gotten this nice. But anyways, on to the last question, which I will warn, it's not very family friendly. I don't know why this guy commented this, but we're about to see. So Butterbean0364 asks, what's your dreams of mom sex? Buddy, I think you need Jesus. That's my answer. You need Jesus, buddy. You know, that this channel's kind of family friendly. And of course, you know, you have an idiot going around doing stupid crap with a knife, so, you know, maybe don't show younger kids that because they might replicate it. But yeah, maybe don't comment that. I mean, you can, I did say you can comment whatever you want, but like, buddy, what kind of question is that, my man? You got to go to church, man. But yeah, that concludes the very first Blade Blower Q&A. I might do this like yearly, like it might be an annual thing, or it might be a little more than that. I love doing this. This was fun. I love hearing all your guys' questions, what you want to know, and like, again, I'm an open book, so you can ask most things. Maybe not what's my dreams of mom sex. Answer, I don't have any. That's weird. Like, I mean, you do you, buddy, but yeah, moving on. So, yeah, thank you again for watching. Sorry for that weird question at the end. I just thought it was, like, weird and funny, so I was like, might as well throw it in. But, yeah, thank you guys for staying. I'm Blade Lore, and see you guys next time.